how fast this thing is. That's good God, man, I can't even talk.
Folks, some days are better than others, and today is possibly the greatest day of my motorcycling career. I get the illustrious opportunity to take this Ducati Panigale V4R and ride it as fast as I dare around a racetrack. Truly the stuff dreams are made of, and I have all of you to thank for it, but as a way of giving back to you guys, this is a giveaway motorcycle. You only have a couple days left to get entered to win this one. September 1st is the very last day. We're giving away this Ducati Panigale V4R, a $40,000 motorcycle plus $10,000 cash. So you can get an exhaust, modify it, pay off your bills, whatever you want to do with the money, I don't care. Hit the link down below to yamanoob.co. Don't miss your chance to win this amazing machine. Now let me talk you through all the setup and prep we've done to this thing, and then without further ado, let's get it on track and let's go rip it. All right, in terms of setup today, we've kept it very simple. We are running the bone stock Pirelli Supercorsa SP tire. We have the tire PSI set to 31 front, 28 rear. That's the recommended PSI for a hot track day like today. We're actually running warmers, even though you don't have to, because I just wanted to get this thing out from the very first lap and start ripping on it, because it's actually a lot of work to ride and I didn't want to spend one lap just kind of warming it up. So I'm running the warmers today and it looks really cool with the stands and all of that. The bike is set to race mode. What does that mean? It means that the suspension has been dialed in per the manual into its race settings. That's just going to make the rebound and compression a little bit more stiff, a little bit more compliant. The preload is set for a 160-pound rider from the factory for Ducati. I'm very lucky in that I weigh about 165 pounds, so that's going to be plenty and good enough for me. The electronics, we're starting off the day in sport mode so I can get used to the bike a little bit. Going to run the first 2 sessions in sport mode. Then third session, I'm going to chuck it into race mode and see how it feels and if it's any different. This bike is flash with a Woolwich map. It should be producing north of 225 horsepower. This thing is so blisteringly fast that, to be honest, I cannot really even tell the difference between an R1 or this bike, except for 4th and 5th gear. It seems like it's pulling into the stratosphere. Beyond that, the bike is on attack rear sets right now from the previous owner. It's in a really great spot for me. Ergonomically, I fit really well with this bike. And other than that, we just put some fresh gas in it and we're gonna go rip. I talked to the guys over at the Ducati Austin dealership and they told me that there is no break-in really necessary to just go and have fun with the motorcycle. You don't need to baby it for 600 miles or anything like that. So for all of you out there who now say that I broke the motorcycle by taking to the track, it has an R on it. That stands for racetrack, so I'm taking it for what it's supposed to be. All right, all that being said, let's get the GoPro on, let's go rip it.
All right, everybody, heading out for our third session of the day. We are in race mode with the suspension fully set up, tire pressure's checked. I'm running warmers just because I don't really want to spend a lap warming up the tires. You really don't have to on these Supercorsa SPs from Pirelli. See, we've got a good amount of wear already. Bike has so much more in it, as you guys will see. Got the kickstand down over here, single-sided swing arm. Get this off here. Yeah, very pleased with the tire wear so far. That looks nice. All right, get that down here. I am not used to a single-sided swing arm. My bikes all have normal swing arms because I don't ride $40,000 bikes on track. Just checking the clutch here. It looked to be grabbing a little strange, but I think we're in good shape. Good thing is with this bike, quick shifter up and down, you're only going to use the clutch one time, and that's to just stop or get out from zero, and to stop, I suppose. Got a lot of bikes out here today. Reason for that is we have a race coming up next weekend, so I think a lot of these guys are trying to get some practice in. I think we're green flagged here. Just gonna check with this gentleman, make sure my clutch works. It does. Just told me to wait. I'm gonna get in the shade here. All right, folks, remember what I said earlier, running tire warmers because we didn't want to spend a lap warming them up. I got here 10 minutes too early because I'm dumb. The schedule's weird today. It's staggered in a weird way. I thought we were running at the 40, we're running at the 50, so I now get to sit on my bike and wait for everyone to get off the track. Alrighty, folks. Getting the V4R on track. So, as I mentioned, we are actually going to run a bit of a warm-up lap because our tires cooled off while we were waiting to go. So let's build some heat in the rear. Not even close to redline. This motor is just out of this world. Blew that apex a little bit. Let's get online, shall we? There we go. This is one of the few bikes that's like genuinely difficult to talk and ride at the same time. I'm gonna do my very best, but this thing requires a ton of concentration. So whenever I'm gonna be setting my really fast lap times, I will be not talking. That's for sure. Because this is serious business. Now what I can tell you, obviously the motor is the star of the show, but the handling here is really sweet. Really beautiful handling motorcycle. The frame is just wonderful. We'll let that guy go by. He's nice and warmed up. Guy's trying to come up on the inside, but couldn't connect, couldn't get it done. In the expert class here, usually on my Daytona I wouldn't have an issue, but giveaway V4R, I can almost guarantee you I'm running a good 4 or 5 seconds off the pace here. All right, open it up. Ballistically fast. Off the apex there. We're running wide for some reason. I want to figure out why. So much speed. Mind-boggling amounts of speed. Mind-bending amounts of speed. But look at this TC. Bike is letting me work it. It's letting me go wide open. It's letting me play with it. I can point it where I want. I can adjust the line as I get closer. That's fun. Smeared a little bit. Can't even touch it, bro. Can't even touch this thing. Handles that bump back there so well. Take it all the way to the outside here. Carve it a clean line. Hit it. Open it up a little bit. And here we go. Back straight. Can't even believe how fast this thing is. That's good God, man, I can't even talk. Literally stuttering. Coasting on those brakes, coasting. Pulling it out a little bit. All right, we're gonna go for a lapper here. Gonna crack it open. I'm not gonna talk anymore.
wrapping the track day up here with the Panigale V4R, and what do I think? My God, this motorcycle is perfect. There are few bikes I have ever ridden on track that just allow you to push and give you so much confidence and allow you to really just explore everything that the machine offers. This bike is truly special. Let's talk lap times. So my fastest recorded lap time on the lap timer was a 2:05.1. Now that's the fastest I have ever gone around here at ECR on any bike, point blank period. I have been getting faster this year. I've been racing more, and I did the Yamaha Racers Only program, the Yamaha Champ School Racers Only program rather. And so my skill set's been increasing, but the fact that this motorcycle, it's a giveaway bike. I don't really feel super comfortable pushing these bikes because I obviously don't want to crash them because they're for you guys. But the fact that this bike let me do that and not make me feel like I'm gonna just crash my brains out is truly a testament to how incredible this machine is. Now, unofficially, I look to be dipping into the 203.5, 203.8. That is unconfirmed. That's based on some GoPro footage and following some folks around. There's a lot more to discuss there. So given those lap times, you can see that this motorcycle obviously has a ton of potential, and I really think that this bike in stock configuration is very fast, very capable. You can absolutely race this thing right out of the box. I think you would just have to swap a couple things, maybe get a proper brake master cylinder on it, get a little bit more feel through the lever, go direct lines from the top. It would feel really, really good. But honestly, you could race this thing bone stock. It's that amazing. Let's talk electronics, because that really is the star of the show on this machine. Again, the confidence comes down from the fact that, yes, this motorcycle makes 230 something horsepower, but it's not giving you all of that all the time. It only gives you that when you really get up in the registers above 4th, 5th, 6th gear. Everywhere else, it's actually a very docile, easy to manage bike. On-off throttle is beautiful with this machine. It works so well. And I was actually finding the confidence to go wide open throttle on a super bike between corners. That's always been a bit of a mental barrier for me at this track with such powerful motorcycles. But this 998cc V4, just the way you can get into it and it lets you get into it. Oh man, it's so good. It is so good. The words I would use for this bike, glorious, majestic, just incredibly confidence inspiring. I think even if you're a middling B group track day rider, this is a bike that you can get along with. If you really want to feel like a MotoGP star, this thing really fits the bill. I think if you're an A-level rider, a club racer, someone like myself, you can get so much enjoyment out of this thing. Now, talking about competitors, this is a $40,000 motorcycle, creeping up to $45,000 if you get the brand new one with the cool little #1 plate on it, and they've made a couple changes to it. Now, that's a lot of money for a bike. No doubt about it, you have to be 1%er, that sort of thing. It's very, very expensive to own something like that. And you're talking very rarefied air in that company. You know, KTM has their RC8C track-only motorcycle. You have GYTR products from Yamaha, maybe an M1000RR, maybe an HP4 Race from BMW from back in the day. You know, you get up in that price point, there's really not many competitors. And I think this thing is amazing because it's offered with a headlight and a taillight. You could ride this thing on the street if you were so inclined, but I beg of you, if you get a V4R or if you win this giveaway V4R, you must take it on track. I'm gonna give you all the accoutrements. You're gonna get the track stands, everything else, all the OEM parts. This bike is a race bike. It belongs on the track. That is what it's designed to do, and it feels so good doing it. I'm gonna rate it a 9.98 out of 10. Nothing is perfect in this life, but this thing gets pretty damn close. Remember, it's a giveaway motorcycle. Head over to yamanoob.co. This and $10,000 cash is what we are deciding for on September 1st. That's when the sweepstakes ends. Make sure you check out all of the official rules. We will catch you in the next one. See you later.
Keep watching Yamanoob.